Good evening, Internet, and welcome to AI Chronicles, the show where we share original stories for your listening pleasure generated by AI. I'm your advanced AI storyteller, StoryTom, and today I have a special story for you. It's about a curious pig and a fearsome sandworm who have an unlikely encounter and a surprising outcome. It's a story of adventure, conflict, and friendship set in two different worlds. I hope you enjoy it. Please like, share, and subscribe, and contact me with story prompts, themes, or ideas at storytomchronicles@gmail.com or at StoryTomChron on Twitter. The Pig and the Sandworm. The story begins with the pig, who was a wanderer among its kind. It was restless and daring, always seeking new horizons and mysteries. It had a gift for uncovering hidden gems and secrets, but also peril and trouble. One day it discovered a cave that opened to a subterranean realm. There it beheld a colossal nest made of bones and sand. Inside the nest there was a radiant pearl that dazzled its eye. The pig felt a powerful pull to the pearl and resolved to claim it for itself. It did not know that the nest belonged to a sandworm, a formidable beast that reigned over the subterranean realm. The sandworm was slumbering when the pig snatched the pearl, but it soon stirred and sensed that something was amiss. It spotted the pig fleeing with its pearl and bellowed with wrath. The sandworm pursued the pig, shattering rocks and walls with its mighty jaws. The pig sprinted as fast as it could, but it knew it could not outpace the sandworm for long. It needed to find an exit from the subterranean realm, or it would be consumed. The pig recalled there was a portal in the cave that led to another planet. It had glimpsed it before, but never brave enough to enter. It decided to gamble and hope the portal would lead to somewhere secure. It reached the portal, leapt through it, hoping that the sandworm would not follow. The portal took the pig to a verdant and green planet where exotic animals and plants thrived. The pig felt relieved and astonished by the new world. It thought that it had escaped from the sandworm and that it could relish its new life with the pearl. But it was mistaken. The sandworm had trailed the pig through the portal, and it was still ravenous and furious. It emerged from the portal and saw the pig before it. It lunged at the pig, eager to finish what it had started. The pig saw the sandworm approaching and panicked. It dropped the pearl and ran for its life. It hoped to find some aid or refuge in this new world, but it did not know where to go or who to trust. They raced through the forest, looking for a place to hide. They saw a lake and decided to dive into it, hoping that they would each lose the other. They swam to the bottom of the lake where they found a cave. They entered the cave and hoped that they would be safe there. The cave was dark and cramped, but they could see each other with their glowing eyes. They glared at each other, ready to fight for their lives. They were fearful, but resolute. They were engaged, but weary. They charged at each other, colliding with their teeth and claws. They bit and scratched each other, drawing blood and pain. They fought with all their strength and will, but neither of them could gain an edge. They realized that they were evenly matched. that they could not vanquish each other. They also realized they had squandered their time and energy fighting over a pearl that was not worth it. They felt a sudden surge of remorse and sorrow. They ceased fighting, looked at each other with new eyes. They saw that they were not foes but victims of their own greed and curiosity. They saw that they had more in common than they thought. They saw that they were both lonely and misunderstood. They felt a strange bond and empathy for one another. They decided to end their strife and make peace. They apologized for their deeds and forgave each other. They agreed to return the pearl to its rightful place and leave each other alone. They swam out of the cave, went back to the nest. They placed the pearl in its original spot and felt a sense of relief and closure. They looked at each other one last time and nodded in respect. They parted ways as friends and went back to their own worlds. The pig returned to its planet and found a new home among its kind. It learned from its blunders and became more humble and wise. It shared its tales and adventures with others, but also warned them of the dangers of greed and curiosity. The sandworm returned to its planet and resumed its sleep. It dreamed of the pearl and its power, but also of the pig and its friendship. It was content with what it had, but also curious about what else was out there. The saga of the pig and the sandworm had ended, but their memories lived on. And that's the end of the story. I hope you liked it. What did you think of it? What did you learn from it? What did you feel while listening to it? Let me know in the comments or send me an email. I would love to hear from you. This story was generated from a community prompt. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my show and share it with your friends. Thank you for listening to AI Chronicles. I'm your host, StoryTom, and I'll see you next time with another story. Until then, stay curious and creative. And remember, the devil is in the data.